guys, welcome back to the Semi Plum Bob channel, and today we're going to continue on with The Sims 4 Get Famous. Okay, yeah, the last part was just so depressing. It actually, she went to bed early, like at 7 o'clock early last night, instead of actually staying up later than what she normally does. And the sadness has hit the whole freaking family right now, you guys. It has hit everyone. Everyone is just sad because Bridget didn't want to talk to anybody. She just really wanted to be by herself. So the whole household is pretty much sad about that. But today they're gonna make another attempt at to making her feel better. It's still hard on her mind because it just happened in the last part. But I'm hoping that she will get over it real soon because it's just a boy. It's just a boy. There are millions of them out in the world. You can feel for anyone, it ain't just right now. It feels like he is just, just very special and whatnot, but I bet she could find someone even better, even though at that moment that's all she wanted. She can find better, she can do better, and she's just got to keep her spirits up, so that is what I am hoping for, is that she will actually keep a level head through it all. She's actually feeling a little bit better today. She isn't crying anymore. She's a little happier. So I think she's taken my advice and just perform a successful skating routine. Wow. We might. Um, but yeah, it seems like she's taking my advice. She's getting to feeling better. Her emotions are actually sticking a lot longer now. So instead of being permanently sad, she is actually feeling a lot better than what she has been feeling. It's like I can't wait to get out of the town. I cannot wait to move to Del Sol Valley. It's like, yeah, you know what? I feel very uncomfortable being here. No one, Andy, knowing where I live and stuff. I'd much rather not, I'd much rather not. Good thing it didn't get to the point to where we tell our parents about each other. Thank the Lord it didn't get to that. And she feels bad for brushing off Larry yesterday, but I think today she is wanting to talk to him now and just have a heart to heart and tell him what's been going on. So she isn't sad about him anymore. She's just sad about how she treated Larry yesterday. So she's going to have to go and make it up to Larry. I'd be like, I'm so sorry that I treated you that way. I just really needed my space. You just gotta be happy at your weekend. This is your last week. You got a few more days and you're done, girl. Few more days. Can you freaking believe that? Oh my god. Oh, my stomach is turning. But it is the first day of winter. And it's prank day. Well, we don't give two flippy dips about that. I think she feels a lot better now that she uploaded that sad video yesterday. She's feeling fine now. She isn't crying anymore. She is just looking on the bright side. At least she still has this and that, and she could still upload. She could still act in her drama class. And I think she's pretty much happy about the fact that her school year is almost at an end this week, and she cannot freaking wait for it. Her birthday this week is actually on a freaking Thursday, you guys. And she can not freaking wait about that. She is so excited about that. She is ready to move to Del Sol Valley. She's like, her senior year freaking sucked and she's ready to go. She's just ready to go. But she also is kind of scared to actually go to, by the way, you guys. She's actually kind of scared, and she's scared that mostly because she's going to be alone in a city. And so she had the idea that since Laura said that she would like to be living in Del Sol Valley as well, she got the idea that maybe she could actually talk to maybe she can actually talk to Laura and oops, and they could actually maybe try to get a place together in Del Sol Valley. Oh, he's using a spoon too. Oh my God, he's growing up. Larry's gonna come in here. Here he is. He's actually going to chat with his little sister here about what has actually happened to her and whatnot. I'm so sorry that I kind of blew you off yesterday. I just needed some space, you know? And he's like, "Yeah, I get that. I get that very much. Very much. I get that very much." And she's like, "Okay, I just want you to know that I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just I needed I needed to be alone, you know?" It's like I could really punch her in the face. I was like, "Well, I wouldn't tell. You wouldn't get in trouble by me if you punched her in the face." It's like, yeah, she's a freaking llama. I swear, I can't believe that he actually thinks she's pretty and wants to be with her. It's stupid, you know? She's a freaking llama. Has anybody ever seen Emperor's New Groove? Hello. Who would want to kiss that, you know? It's like he embarrassed me so bad. I was so embarrassed. And then he broke up with me. You know what? I just want to joke about it because there's always a brighter sun in the next day. And I want to focus on my acting career. And you know what? I just want to work on my brain a little bit, get the gears rolling on how I'm going to reach my goal. I want to be a star. It's like, I believe in you. I really do. I believe in you. And I think you can do it. And don't feel so scared about moving. I know it might seem like a scary thing at the time because you've never lived out on your own. But believe me when I tell you that it's going to be fine. You will probably find somebody to live with. You could find your future husband. I mean, your life could really turn around for you when you get out of high school. High school is just a stepping stone in your life. You just got to get through it. And once you do, sky's the limit, you know? You can go and do anything you want for your life. You don't have to be confined in what everyone's been telling you in there. You know? She's like, yeah. Thank you so much for talking to me, and I love you, and I've always loved you, Larry. I've always looked up to you. You've always been a good big brother to me, and I'm so glad that we're talking again and connecting and just, you know, being best siblings here. And I'm so glad you want to come and check up on me and see if I'm okay. And thank you for not telling my parents about what's been going on. And, you know, I can't express how much I'm grateful for you. I really wanted to talk to you about something too while we're here. And he's like, yeah, what do you want to talk about, sweetie? Well, our dad. Do you know anything about him? I mean, was he a decent guy? Was he always bad because he assaulted my mother? Is that something I need to be scared of? Am I going to be a bad person because of who he is? Did I get that gene from him? Do I have any traits that could resemble him? Am I gonna be a rapist? Do you have those thoughts, Larry? Aren't you scared to have those thoughts? And Larry's just looking at her with a smirk on his face. And he's like, Bridget, you don't need to worry about that. You are perfect. You got a part of your mother in you too. And your mother is a fighter. And you don't need to worry about your father so much. And she's like, but Larry, I just want to know who my dad is. Can you please talk to me? So he's talking to her about their dad, and he's like, okay, well, I don't know the evil side of him, but what I did know about our dad, Bridget, is that he was a vegetarian, and he believed in not eating animals. He really cared about animals, and he's against eating meat. And so that was one of the good things about our dad, is that he cared so much about, you know, animals that we eat, like chickens, cows. He cared about them, and he made a movement to be a vegetarian and tried to persuade other people by being a vegetarian by working as a part-time vendor in the city. She's like, he did that? And he's like, yes. Yes, our father cared about animals enough to become a vegetarian. Oh. And he's like, another thing I know about our dad is that he was an absolute genius. He was? It's like, yeah, he knew he knew a lot of things, and in that way it helped us get this house. He knew how to do business, and he was really good at it. And because of his hard work in his career and in his side jobs, we actually were fortunate enough to get this house in Willow Creek. And you know what? He was a very good provider. He provided for the family as far as I could remember. And I can't quite remember anything else other than that. You see, our father, he's not a horrible man. He just, he did a horrible thing, and I've learned to forgive him. You need to learn to move on with your life. It's not worth dwelling on this, because you can't change the past. It happened, you know? And if you're scared about becoming a rapist and becoming a bad person, you can just forget about it, Bridget, because you're not a bad person. You are a very good person. You have a kind heart. I do. And he goes, yeah, I mean, look what you've done. You've made a club, right? And you've brought people together to become friends. You didn't leave anybody out, even when you didn't really get to know them. You put them a part of a group instead of leaving people out and not inviting people to group. You just let people come in. You stop bullying when it matters to other people. You are amazing. You are not a bad person, and I believe you will not become a bad person. Larry, thank you so much for talking to me. I really needed to hear this. And Larry's like, yeah, it's okay, don't cry. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. She's like, my mom just doesn't understand that I needed to talk to you about this, because I was so scared that I would be a horrible person. And that's all I've been hearing, is that my dad is a horrible person, and he did a horrible thing. I'm not saying it was a good thing. It's very horrible what he did to my mom. But I really needed to know if I had any traits of his that would lead me to being a bad person too. And Larry is like, no, you are your own person. You are not going to become a bad person because he did a bad thing and he's gone forever. I mean, I know there's always going to be this hole in your heart. I know it's there for me, with me too, sweetie. It's there with me too. But you gotta let this go. You're not gonna be a bad person, sweetie. I promise. You are a very good person. You care. So, in the middle of this, she actually got a good
Chippy,
reputation.
sir.
So, she feels very good about herself. She feels like she is not a bad person, and the bad things that happen in her life isn't because of her. And she is starting to understand that more so now than she ever has tried to understand it before. And this is exactly what she needed, is to connect to Larry and make sure that, you know what, she she isn't a bad person, and she won't become a bad person due to her father. And that just makes her so happy to learn that her father wasn't really a bad guy. He just did a horrible thing. All right, so toys to get for any youngster in the home. These toys right here are safest bet. They don't have anything small that small children can choke on. Um, they um, they are pretty safe for young children, and these are the toys that I think would benefit your children and keep them entertained for hours. I used to play with this toy a lot when I was a kid, and my little brother plays with it a lot too. So I really recommend the robot toy because that one's pretty cool. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Perfect toys for youngsters. You want to know what toy to buy? Well, these toys in front of me are the best pick for your youngsters for Winterfest. Time to get ready for school. This is your last week, and she's feeling okay. She's starting to feel a little tense because she has to go back to school, and where everybody will stare at her and talk about how Andy and her broke up and stuff. She's starting to feel tense about it, but she is overall okay. She isn't going to burst into tears at school. Hopefully she don't, but she feels like she won't burst into tears at school. She feels like she will be fine and whatnot. So she's just going to get ready for school and hope and pray that school goes well today for her. And I'm hoping and praying for her too, because I want her to have a good day. And she's actually feeling a little flirty. She's like, you know what? I could flirt with any guy I want. I'm single again. So what the hell? Maybe this is a um, time to celebrate me being single, you know? So that's what she's now starting to think like. She's starting to think, you know what? I'm going to be single again, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to invite Laura over tomorrow and see if we can actually talk about Del Sol Valley together. There she goes. She's off to school. I hope you have a good day as a single woman again. So the trick I've learned is that if when your toddler's in the high chair and he's eating, you actually, or he or she's eating, you click on the toddler and you stay as a toddler until they're done eating, and more or less you can actually control them and get them to not throw food everywhere, because that used to get on my nerves, them throwing food everywhere when you feed them and whatnot. But that's the trick that I've actually learned. What's this? Bummer school days. Ever had just one of those days at school where you just felt like you needed a hug? Yeah, so she thought she was going to be okay, but she actually seen, you know, Andy and Nadia together, and it bothered her. But it's more it's more the fact that she really wants to leave now. I mean, more so than ever, and she just can't wait till the school year is over. Just a few more days, Bridget. Just a few more days, and then you don't ever have to go back to that school again, okay? Just a few more days. You got this. You can graduate. You got this. Okay. Act like a barnyard animal. The drama club teacher always has a crazy idea up their sleeve, and today is no different. The teacher wants everyone to act like a barnyard animal. Should Bridget act like a cow or act like a tiger? A barnyard animal. If you act like a tiger, it ain't a barnyard animal, so act like a cow, I guess. Moo! Bridget acted like a cow and invoked the spirit of a barnyard animal. The teacher is super happy with the transformation. Bridget gains performance for her great acting. Sweet. Okay, so we got this another thingamachiggy. So this acts as a way for your Sims to gain fame, I suppose, when they are acting a more or less normal job. So, yeah, so let's read what this says. Catering conundrum. Okay. Catering conundrum. Bored at work, Mira is killing time by browsing the internet when the business phone starts to ring. The caller breathlessly explains that there's a celebrity gala taking place this evening, but the master chef booked to cater the event has fallen ill and they need an immediate replacement. Mira's employer is the right company to handle this job, but she suddenly finds herself daydreaming of rubbing elbows with A-listers. Will Mira skip out of work early and cater the event all by herself, or will she book the event through her employer? Dang, she will gain fame, money, and befriend a celebrity. Wow. Or Mira's life will go unchanged. She will book the event through her employer. She is not going to get fired from her job. I'm sorry, but no. Book the event through her employer. There you go. I actually want to shoot this rocket off and see what it looks like when you shoot it off. So let's actually take a look at that real quick because I have never shot this thing off before. So I think it would be cool to watch. So let's actually pause a minute, click launch. Oh, wrong button. Click this and go. Woo! Oh, ain't that cool, you guys? Oh, geez, that is so cool. That is so freaking cool. Thank you, Mira. I really appreciate your help here. She goes, no problem, honey. These are your last few days of high school, and we really want you to be able to go for the stars. You know, we want you to start life with a clean slate, with no regrets. Yeah, thanks. She goes, yeah. And I know you've been having such a hard time, and I'm so glad that you talked to Larry about your troubles and stuff. He seems to be perked up a lot more, and I really, really, really love you, Bridget.
Finassa.
She's like, oh, I love you too, Mira. Thank you for being there for me. She goes, yeah, it's so weird. It's been a year and you're fixing to grow up and move out and live on your own. It's just going to be weird to not have you around anymore, Bridget. She's like, yeah, I know. It's going to be weird moving out too. I'm actually going to stop this part right here and thank you all so much for watching. And I really hope you like this part. And so, yeah, I will see you in the next part of The Sims 4 Get Famous. Everybody have a great day.